What is up, guys? PK here, and in today's video, if Vermintide was a dish, then we would be goddamn mother-flipping Gordon Ramsay. That's right. In today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at a viewer submission, and we're going to criticize every single thing he does. We're gonna tell him why he's in the wrong place at the wrong time, looking the wrong way, and letting him know just how much of a goddamn silver recruit scrub he really is. Okay, we're not gonna be that rough. Okay, slight over-exaggeration, but nonetheless, that's what we're gonna do today. So, quick shout out to 𝒮𝔶𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔐 who has voluntarily submitted himself for slaughter. And so we're going to take a look at his Cataclysm gameplay today. It's an Unchained on 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔐. And if you guys want to submit your own gameplay for some commentary review, then hop in on the Discord. Any way, shape or form, you can send the gameplay to me. That's all good. In this case, he's uploaded the video to YouTube. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today, motherfucker. Alright, so here we are. Let's start the trashing.
Time's arrived
What?
to shut that bloody
Wait.
Time's arrived to
What the fuck is this? You asking me to review your goddamn gameplay, and you telling me you have Windows notification errors in your goddamn YouTube upload? You motherfucker. You shouldn't even be on... How do you even play Cataclysm? You can't even fucking have your Windows notifications turned off for a goddamn video upload. For fuck's sake, my friend, for fuck. 𝒮𝔶𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝒮, that's it. You're fired. That's it. Get out of the kitchen. Out. How dare you, 𝒮𝔶𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮? This souffle is so flat.
and your hard work has left them short on guards. I know you won't like the sound of this, but to truly destroy it,
You guys better not have any Windows notification errors in your next upload. Is that understood?
thanks to Alicia's magical espionage. So calm down.
Where's my virtual pipe? Here it is. Alright, let's see what we got here. What have we got? Okay, so we got the flail, of course. Very nice. Ah, goddamn beam staff. Not even using a bolt staff. What is wrong with you? Okay, so here, grabbing the concentration pot. Let's see if he gives it away. He should give it away. If he doesn't give it away to his huntsman, then that's a mistake on his part. Concentration pots are literally the worst pot on the Unchained. And when you're playing the Unchained, you should pretty much universally be giving away the concentration pots. So that's flaw one right there. And someone gives you... Oh. For a moment, you redeemed yourself in my eyes, and then you kept it. Didn't check the item in the back there. Oh, another concentration pot. That's very nice. Does ping it. Let's see here. Are they going for books or no? Doesn't go up. That's another flaw right there. Should have gone top-wise to check the item spawns. Right here, seems to have decent awareness of what's going on behind him. Okay, nice save there. Using shotgun attacks on a storm vermin. That does literally nothing. She shotgun attack. Ooh, that was good. That was good timing on that block there, I'll give you that. Generally, you want to be initiating with your first heavy attack onto armored enemies. Okay, so he tries to... Thankfully the huntsman took it out, but I do like that he took the time to stop up to try to time the dodge on the Strangler. Here, of course, they're trying to avoid the storm vermin patrol like a bunch of pussies. Only pussies avoid storm vermin patrols, okay? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so his Salt Spire bud is dead. Then again, bots are morons. Okay, that was some okay shotgun attacks. I'll let those go. I haven't seen him use the sniper attack yet. Block attacking here. Okay, yeah, attack cancel. That's good. Not doing it perfectly, but you know, at least he's doing the right thing there. Playing it a bit defensive here, getting his overcharge up. Some heavy combos, that's looking fine. Pressing the bot here. Grabs the art, very important. Okay, keeping an eye, you know, decent awareness of specials coming from behind. An elf player has joined the squad. Now at 26 minutes, it seems to be a decently fast run, so that's also nice. Why are you shotgunning the wall? What are you doing, bruh? Why are you shotgun attacking the wall, bruh? Now you're shotgun attacking the air. What did the air ever do to you? I like that little quick check, you know, that the engineer is behind and following. You always want to be blocking when you walk through this portal. Don't ask me why, 'cause I can't explain it, but trust me, you just always want to be blocking when you walk through this portal. There's some weird bug where you get punched in the face as you walk through. Not entirely sure why, but it does happen. Even though it's rare. Of course, we haven't seen the build he's using, so let's see here what we can figure out from his passive, because otherwise I would immediately I have to critique that he's using the default UI. But on top of that, I also have to critique that he didn't show me his build, so that I could critique his build. But it's okay, considering this is the first viewer submission, I do appreciate that he would let me trash on his gameplay. So I like that he's not running away from the, you know, he seems to have a good awareness of where his team is. So, you know, he's doing the right thing here and letting the elf walk away to suicide himself, trying to showcase that there's healing there, although everyone seems to have a healing on, which made it less relevant, but I like the initiative. And obviously here we have a classic elf in his natural habitat, pushing ahead way too fast. I just slow down. Okay, just slow down. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Don't feel like they're getting a lot of specials here. What's the matter, Kazaki? So the shotgun attack is obviously great for assassins. And right click. And right click. Okay, so here I have to trash you a little bit, my friend. So here's what you do, okay? You hold left click on the assassin, just like you did. And then you hold it for maybe a second or two, you know, just long enough that you get the long-lasting dot on. And then you finish it off with a right-click attack. That way you get to kill the assassin a little bit quicker. Yeah, let's always start out with a heavy attack there. Heavy attack's the only thing that has a chance to stagger those berserkers. Some good shotgun attacks there. He does seem to like the shotgun attack a little bit too much, but that was the right thing to do right there. Into a bunch of infantry minions, that's the right time to use it. You can also hold up berserkers if they're not in the middle of an animation, depending on the build you're doing. No, you don't want to shotgun attack a troll. There's absolutely no reason you should ever shotgun attack a troll. The only two things you want to attack with the beam staff on a troll is you want to either be left clicking, holding the beam staff straight into his face to apply the high damage dot, or you want to be beam staffing straight into his face with the sniper attack, which you perform by right-clicking as you're holding left-click. I'm not entirely sure if he knows that. And I would say that that is embarrassing, but really, a lot of people don't know that you can do that. It seems like such a basic thing, but I have met people with 1,000 hours played who had no idea that you had a sniper attack on the beam staff, which again is performed by holding down left click and then right clicking. And I haven't seen him perform that attack a single time. So it is entirely possible. And there I think he's shotgunning the air to get his overcharge up. But like here, for example, now the engineer killed him. But there, for example, he had plenty of time. He could have pulled out the beam staff and he could have used 2 shotgun attacks. And he could have taken out that special. Oh, he did do that. He did do it. So he does know that it exists. Okay, that's good. That's good news. It is by far the best attack that the beam staff has. Even though the shotgun attack, and again for those of you that don't know, so there's the laser staff attack, right? That's what I would call the beam attack. Then you have the shotgun attack, that's where you hold down right click. That's the sort of AoE little shotgun bursting attack. That's the one he just used there. And then you have the sniper attack, which is performed by first doing the left click into the right click, which is like a single target, really accurate long range, high armor damage attack, which I would like to see him use more. But I think he, you know, I'm onto you, my friend. I have a feeling that, you know, I like that he waited for the elf there, but I have a feeling he did it because he knew I was gonna review it. It was almost too intentional. I'm onto you. I'm onto you, motherfucker. Okay, he realizes he's a bit alone here, so he decides to reposition instead of staying and fighting. I do like that. This is where you'd pull out the shotgun attack, perhaps. Do 2 or 3 bursts, get some space. Ooh, trying to block it up, but he hasn't. One thing I gotta give him credit for is that he hasn't used his ultimate yet. So a good Unchained player, like the hallmark of a good Unchained player is knowing that you don't need to use your ultimate for no reason. Like a lot of people just ulti just because they can, right? But you really don't need to. The power lies in being able to use it when you're fucked, so that you can have high overcharge, so that you can increase your melee. Oof, up close, but you did get a good block in there so far, looking pretty safe. But yeah, so that you can find that good balancing act where you don't have to worry about overcharging too far because you have your ultimate in the back pocket ready to activate. Not gonna say it's good, not gonna say it's bad. I'm gonna have to think a little bit about that. So personally, I feel like you see now, for example, even if you didn't have your overcharge up, you could just shotgun blast him or do the sniper attack. Probably is what you do 10 times just to get out that range damage. So I'll let that pass. If that works for him, then I don't mind it per se. Again, you want to keep that overcharge high. So I do get that. I just find that you can keep it high simply by using it versus minions. It's okay to let it go low from time to time, because again, you can get it straight back up in almost no time if you want to. I don't know if it's because he's afraid that he's gonna hit his teammates with the shotgun attack. Maybe that's it. That's why he's doing it straight up into the air. 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔥. See here, I'd love to have seen him use his right click there. Like, to done a bunch of those sniper burst attacks would have been given, like, it would have gotten way more damage in on the Chaos Warrior ahead of time. So a good way to do it, it's something called finger rolling. Although in this case it's reversed finger rolling, which, now finger rolling is like a technique that you use to get range shots off as quickly as possible. It works with certain weapons, not all weapons, like Hackbane short bow. It works with the Moonfire bow. It works with Razor pistols, yeah, and it works with in reverse with the beam staff as well, because with the beam staff you're not aiming with the right click before you use left click, so it's actually the other way around. So here you go left click, right click. And if you do it quickly enough, then you'll never see the beam appear. In other words, you can do the sniper attack without ever having the beam actually appear, if you're doing it perfectly. So I would like to see him utilize the sniper attack more, because really you can two-shot with I believe a headshot and a body shot. You can kill a storm vermin, which takes no time. Like the armor damage of the sniper attack is pretty good. And I don't blame him for liking the shotgun attack. I think we all like the shotgun attack, but he does seem to like it a bit too much. Ah, nice, keeping his position here, not overplaying it. That was good. I like that he just used R there, just so that, you know, he had the extra space to potentially take another attack before overcharging to use his ulti. And again, he hasn't used his ultimate yet, and I want to give him credit for that. That's exactly what you want to see. Really don't feel like they've had a lot of special spawns though. I didn't see who was hosting, but I really feel like haven't gotten a lot of specials. It's almost looked a little bit too easy. But let's see what happens, because again, the interesting part of this clip is gonna be once they get to the boss fight. Because the boss fight versus 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡. Now, that is one of those boss fights where you need to know what you're doing on an Unchained to really find value. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he handles that. Because again, that's an environment where you have both gunners, you have the boss gunning potentially, you have gas rats, you have monks, and none of those minions are very friendly to an Unchained with high overcharge. So I'm looking forward to see how he balances that out and how he plays it once he does actually use his ultimate. Very nice. And here we go. This is gonna be the real challenge. This is where things are gonna get interesting. Let's see what that kill has really got. Now, this is where people usually like to position themselves. Personally, I've always been a lefty when it comes to positioning here. I prefer being on the left side where people spawn. But I've noticed that most people prefer being over here. I'm not entirely sure why. Because minions can come straight behind you, way closer than they can on the other side, so you have more time to react where the huntsman is positioned. So the... Okay, so now... He takes his time here to make sure that he doesn't get screwed over. Now he should be on 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞. He should go straight towards 𝒮𝔮𝔞𝔤 here. He should stop hitting death. Stop hitting death. Why are you hitting death rattle? My friend, you need to watch my Monster Mastery Mechanics guide. Number 3, specifically. You don't know. Stop it. Stop damaging death. When 𝒮𝔮𝔞𝔤 falls off, you need to damage 𝒮𝔮𝔞𝔤. Okay? Every time he falls off, you go for hit. Okay? That makes the end fight way easier. So my man, I need you to go watch Monster Mechanics Part 3. No, Part 2. Monster Mechanics Part 2. That's the one. That's the one. So Part 1 is where I go through all of the monster spawn bosses. Part 2 is where we go through all of the event bosses, like 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔬𝒻. And then Part 3 is where I go through the 𝒮𝔬𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔬𝒻 the Eternal. Okay, let's see if he knows his rotations here. Oh, that's the first time he's been forced to ultimate. Okay, okay. So ultimate has been used. He seems a bit confused here as to where to go. I think he's trying to locate where 𝒮𝔬𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔮𝔬𝔬 is. It's actually kind of hard to see with this quality, not gonna lie. Okay, he's over there in that corner, which... Okay, so yeah, okay, so nice. That's good prediction. I was about to say he should be up here, ready to take him down. If I were him, I would have probably healed up here, and I would have done it in the other order, but we'll leave that be. I know medkits are better overall, but medkits are horrific in a fight like this. So in a fight like this, I would have probably used the medkit, kept the potion for emergency. Now here is where you don't want to be. You should have already moved to the corner down there. You knew he was going to be down there. See, he's going to teleport from over there. But I do like that you take the time to attack him, get into the next corner. But you want to now rotate down to the opposite corner, so that you're ready for him when he teleports down there. So he's taking a bit of a conservative approach here, which is it's okay. I can be sympathetic with the fact that he's just sticking to one corner, and at least he's trying to keep up the flow of 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔤, right? He's constantly trying to get in a little bit here, a little bit there, just to actually keep the flow moving. But really what he should have been doing is, again, melee attacking him here, then moving straight down to the corner he's in now, down there, exactly, so that he's ready for that, just like this, and then he should fight 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤 here, move back up to the opposite corner he came from, and like that he should move back and forth, right? So that you're always there when 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤 arrives, instead of constantly trying to chase him. Because the beam left click here deals nearly no damage to him. Here he should be bursting in those sniper attacks. I mean, the beam dot does deal some amount of damage. So he's maybe a bit too passive here, but it's hard to be mad at people for playing it a little bit too safe, right? That's better than overextending. So we're also getting to the point where I don't like, where he should just pop his speed pot. Again, at a certain point you might as well just take the value out of it and use it. At least he should have. What he should have done here was string it. You see? Did you see how? Did you see that, guys? You see? Okay. So this is a little bit of interesting. You see how that rat is walking mid-air there? You can do the same. If you're fast enough from defeating 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤 when the portal opens, if you pop a speed pot right there and run straight up here, you could just run across in the middle of the air, because it's just an animation that's popping into place. The bridge is always there, so that's a little bit of a little trick you can do if you want to impress your friends, I guess. So I guess that's pretty much about it. Let's skip ahead here, because not much is gonna happen here. A little bit of item farming here. Let's take a quick look at the score line, see what we got. GG! So I feel like he had it a little bit too easy, not gonna lie. I feel like they were never really tested as a team. They didn't get that many specials. I feel like it's hard to judge. Like there are definitely some things to talk about. Okay, so let's look here, right? Let's take a look here. I respect the fact, first of all, that he wasn't farming green circles, okay? So I want to give him a lot of credit for that. One problem I have with his score here is his amount of special kills. Now you might be saying, well, isn't Unchained a melee focused? Yeah, but not when you have the beam staff. When you have the beam staff, that's one of the best tools for taking out specials. So I would really like to see those, and it's not that it's about getting the green circle in special kills, but I would like to have seen him take out a bit more specials. As we can see, there were definitely special spawns, but I feel like I never saw them. And when I saw them, I feel like he could have gone maybe a little bit more aggressive on the special killing side of things. But all in all, I think he had the fundamentals down in terms of not overplaying his hand as an Unchained, which I want to give him a lot of credit for. However, and apologies if the sound is a bit weird, but I broke my microphone arm. Already ordered a new one, so yeah. Anyways, what I do have to say, 𝒮𝔲𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔥, for the final score, that's right, we're gonna score everyone's gameplay. And I have to tell you, this is a solid 5 out of 10. That's right, 5 out of 10, no better than that. You know why? Because 𝒮𝔲𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔥, your primary mistake was that was some goddamn boring ass gameplay. Okay, I'm sorry to say it. In the future, I would have liked to have some more, you know, some more troublesome gameplay, you know what I mean? A little bit more challenging. You see, it's hard to criticize gameplay in a game where you never really get pushed. You know what I mean? Like the only time in that whole game where you really had to sort of go out of your way to stay alive was at the very end in the 𝒮𝔴淬 fight, and it was only for a very short period of time. Now the way I would like to continue this series, hopefully, assuming we get enough submissions, is I'm going to create a little channel in on the Discord. I haven't made it yet, so I can't show it to you guys, but there's going to be a separate channel. So you can always ask one of the moderators if you don't know where it is. And in that channel, that's going to be specifically for submitting viewer gameplay. And again, I don't care how you submit it. You can do it via YouTube, you can upload, whatever you can get to work is fine by me. And the way I would like to do it then, in order to make it a little bit more interesting, is that instead of showing one whole viewer game, I'm gonna view maybe 3 or 4 different games. They can be from like any difficulty. It doesn't have to be high tier gameplay. There just has to be a whole game. I can view through that. I'll take out the interesting bits where I feel like there's something to talk about, and I'll edit that together into one video, showcasing that, okay, here we have viewer XXX, he's a veteran player, so on and so forth. You get the idea, right? And I don't, it can be Onslaught, it can be whatever you guys can get to work. I'm good with it. But the one thing I would like is that you actually submit some gameplay where you feel like you got pushed, right? Because it's very hard to point out mistakes in a game where you weren't really pushed, and that's all I can really say here to kill. It felt like it was too generic, which from a gameplay perspective, in terms of playing well, is a good thing, right? Because a boring game, to some extent, is a well-played game, but only to some extent, right? Because it doesn't really show the quality of your gameplay, because your teammates didn't die, so you never really you were never really put in a position where I could really sort of grind at your gameplay, right? Because so much of it was just following the flow, if that makes sense. So I would love for you guys to submit your gameplay if you want it reviewed. Hopefully we can get a bit more trashing next time. Anyways, despite that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hop in on the Discord if you want me to trash on your gameplay. And as always, I love you guys. Stay awesome.